Hey guys, good morning guys. How have you been? It's been a long time from our last video, from breaking the news to you guys and picking the camera again. We're still on the journey. By the grace of God, we're basking strong, baby and I. We're exactly 7 weeks today. But you guys, it's not been easy. Like in the last few weeks, in the last 2 3 weeks, let me just say 2 weeks, it has not been easy, but God has been faithful. In fact, as a matter of fact, today is Wednesday. Yes, today is Wednesday. I couldn't go to church last week Sunday because I was too weak, but I followed church online. I don't know if this is how it feels like. It's my first experience. Let me be just you guys. Okay, I told you guys I was going to tell you how I broke the news to my husband. Okay, so that day he came back from work, and I think I'm going to insert the video. I will just put in the video how I broke the news to him. And then for our parents, though my mom, she has been suspecting, like she has been not really suspecting, but she has been praying and believing. So I wanted to break the news to her on her birthday, which is going to be on Friday, this week Friday, 25th of November. And then I found out on the 31st of October. So we kept it from them, my mom and my mother-in-law. We kept the news from them for like 2 3 weeks. After a while, I told my husband, you know what, let's just do these people. So mothers now, I told my mother-in-law, she was very happy. I told my mom, she was all over. She started thanking God on the phone. God has answered her prayers, blah blah, plenty things. In fact, one of the reasons why I didn't want to tell my mom is because me, sometimes when I'm tired like this, I don't like people calling me on the phone back to back. That was one of the reasons I didn't want to tell my mom, because I knew she was going to be calling, and she has never failed me. My mom wakes up very early in the morning, she calls. Afternoon, she calls. No, she calls very early in the morning, midday, afternoon, towards evening, before she sleeps. Maybe like 4 times a day. Have you eaten? Oh God. That's another gist. Anyways, I just picked up the camera to let you guys know how we are doing. It's not been easy. Like currently at this stage that I'm in, to even eat is not really a problem, but I find it difficult to eat. I really don't have appetite for a whole lot of things, and even when I want to eat, very little. Like this, I have checked online, I've asked doctors, my doctor friends, and professionals that I call whenever I have some personal medical issues that I don't understand. They are the people I call. So I confide in them a lot. I've called them, I've disturbed the living daylight out of these people. They've assured me that it is normal, that one of the signs of early pregnancy is loss of appetite. So I'm not too bothered since it's one of it. But right now, I find it difficult to eat. Let me not lie to you guys. I don't eat much. I don't. There are a lot of things. But in all, we give God all the glory. My husband and I went to, we went back to the clinic. Sorry, the lab. We went back to the lab last week, Thursday, to check. So when we got there, the man checked. This time around, not test again, went for scan. So the man checked and he told us that the baby is doing well, that the baby is that 6 weeks and 1 day gone. I'm like, whoa, 6 weeks already? So from that day till today is like 1 week now. Today is Wednesday, so we're exactly 7 weeks today. So from that day, from that lab, when we collected the result, I told the man how I'm feeling, the the symptoms, the new changes in my body and all that. He now said I should take the result to the hospital to go and complain to a doctor. So he referred me to one hospital. He referred me to about 3-4 hospitals. Like, he mentioned about 3-4 hospitals that I can check around, and then we went for the one that is the best. We went there and I met the matrons, the nurses and all that. They were not like, okay, that with all these things, even if I want to see the doctor, just to see the doctor, I'm still going to pay for card and all that. But instead, they would advise me to just register for antenatal, so that I would just enjoy all the privileges. That was how we just registered for antenatal. And the doctor attended to me. They gave me some multivitamins, some drugs. I think one of the drugs is to even help me sleep, because these days, after taking the drugs, there are some for twice a day and there are some for once a day. So once I take the one in the evening, I notice that I just sleep throughout till the next morning. I'm thankful for that. And well, even with the drugs, I'm still dancing around appetites and all that. Me on a norm, like normally, I'm not a foodie. Like, I find it difficult. In fact, it's been in me. I'm not the type that just want to eat anything. In fact, at some point, I always take appetite booster to eat. It's been something I've been going through even before I got married. I have to take appetite booster to boost my appetite so I can eat. So I'm not even surprised at that right now. My mom assured me that it is normal for the first 2-3 months, that after now, when I'm 3 months and above, I'll start eating properly. In fact, I'll start eating double ration, in her words. So I'm waiting for that time so that I can start eating everything and anything I want to eat. You guys can see my you guys can see my face. My face is rough, right? It's getting rough. My husband looked at me this morning and be like, your face is getting rough. He said, yes, I don't even know. But it is well. It's just so to even let us know, or to encourage someone out there, I should not allow anybody to pressurize you. You're pregnant, and at this stage. Hi guys, good morning. How you guys doing? I hope we are good. Okay, I came up here to update us on the level we are right now. It's not easy, guys, but God has been faithful. Yeah, God has been faithful. I was just telling you guys the other day before my husband came in and we got talking to how to drop the camera. Today I decided to come up again to gist you guys. I would have been updating you guys every day, but trust me, it's not easy at all. It's not easy. I don't have strength. First trimester is something else. I always heard people talk about it before. I've always heard people talk about first trimester, but I didn't know this was how it was. I never knew this was how it was at all. See, I was about saying the other day before I dropped the camera that you should not allow anybody to put pressure on you. Don't allow anybody to pressurize you if you're going through the same thing, like in your first trimester. People will give you different. If they like, let them call you lazy. You know your body. You understand the dynamics of your body. So some persons will give you several advice. Some will come up and say, oh, during my first trimester I was not like this. I was agile, I was strong, I was everywhere, I was doing this, that, and that. Hello. Pregnancy differs, if people differs, body system differs, even the same person. Like, you will hear some women tell you that when I was pregnant for my first child, I experienced something like this, and like that. But when I was pregnant for my second child, it was not like that. So even with the same woman, different pregnancies and different symptoms. It's not for someone to come and start telling you how it worked for them, so you too, you're supposed to do this and that. Do what works for you. Do what your body takes. Don't force your body beyond the limit, else you will break down. You are the one feeling the pressure and the pain. So do exactly what you feel is comfortable for you. For crying out loud, you have a whole human being growing up inside of you. Like, you have a whole human being developing and growing inside of you. So it is worth it. Like, it is worth it. Back to me. Although when it started, I'm still in my first trimester. Today is 29th of November. I have doctor's appointment on the 1st of January. The last time we went 2 weeks ago. They gave us card, even though it was not time. I told you guys what happened. So by 1st of December, we're going back again for another appointment. So it didn't initially, when it started, when I started noticing that I was pregnant, it didn't start like this. Like, I was not this weak, tired, and all that. Maybe, I don't know. In the first few weeks, I was everywhere. I was cooking and eating what I felt like eating. The story has changed drastically. I hardly eat. I find it very difficult to eat. That's the most challenging thing. I don't eat. I can't drink water. And even if I want to drink water, it has to be very cold water. If I drink the normal room temperature water right now, this is me before. I don't drink very cold water. It has to be room temperature. But right now, I can't drink room temperature. It has to be very cold. Like, so that's the only time I can even manage to drink water. To even eat is a problem. Sometimes my husband will be like, oh, shout out to that man. He's been trying. My husband has been everywhere. Like, he's been trying. He's been doing a whole lot. Sometimes I feel for him. Sometimes I look at him and be like, babe, am I really stressing you? I hope I'm not stressing you. And then he says, are you not my wife? If I don't do it, who will? My husband has been handy. The domestic chores, everything. God bless you, husband. God bless you for me. He cooks, he cleans, he does a whole lot. He was laughing at me the other day. He was like, look at you. Someone that sees you now would think you are very gentle and calm. They won't know that it's pregnancy that has humbled you like this. You have become a lazy ass. Guys, to even bathe. Me that was an advocate of you have to bathe at least 2 times a day. If you bath in the morning, you can't go to bed without bathing. Right now, I can go a whole day, without bathing. In fact, as a matter of fact, I've not had my bath since yesterday. Let me not lie to you guys. It's that funny. I've not had my bath since yesterday. Where's the strength? I like I said, I hardly drink water. It has to be very cold, and even at that, it's not something I do often. Some persons will say, oh, pregnant women, when you are pregnant, you'll be urinating often. That's one symptom of pregnancy. In my case, I can urinate once a day. Like, I can urinate once a day. Where is the urine coming from? With which water? I'm not even drinking water. I don't, nothing seems to hungry me at all to eat, to drink. I'm just taking it a day at a time. Like my mom said, don't worry, after the first 3 months, you are going to start eating properly. Guys, I'm waiting patiently for that time to come. Because this time, this period, no matter how hard I try to brush my teeth, brush my mouth, wash, do everything, oh God. Nothing